and he will say, he'll look like he's trying to remember something. He'll go picnic time and point at the glove.
Yes, yes, picnic time, yes. And he takes off the glove and he shows it to you, and the price tag there reads 50,000 credits plus, and then it has a stick figure and it looks like it's dancing.
And he will point at the necklace with a sort of a questionable face, like,
Nuzoot. Picnic time, escape air from head. Yes, and he goes over to the countertop and he takes out a new little price tag. And it looks like he's thinking for a moment as he's toying with the pen in his hands. And he looks to you guys very, very long, carefully. And he says, gorillas, monkeys. Gorillas, monkeys, gorillas. Oh, gorillas, monkeys! And he pauses for a moment, and you see him excitedly writing something down as he thrusts the new price tag towards you. The price to that is 85,000 credits, plus it looks like 3 stick figures, like stacked on top of each other, like they're piggybacking on each other. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
yeah. He goes, yeah.
Al's like, okay, I'll be on bottom.
So, do you want to picnic?
Al will look at Patrick and
figure out his language.
Al will look at Patrick and say kind of drolly, very much want to picnic, yes.
All right. And Patrick will go over to Tom and like, are you good to carry me? I'm not the strongest one.
I'm not that strong either.
Here,
Then
can
you
I
get
can I make a GM suggestion?
Yeah.
The person on top doesn't really have to worry about an acrobatics check, right? So what I would do is I would have like the bottom person do an acrobatics check at -10. The center person do a regular acrobatics check, like either like a balance check or something else that in your skills that you might want to pertain. And the person on top just has to sit there.
All right.
So that might make you figure out who's going where.
Tom, I've got a sense of balance for 50%.
I have a sense of balance of 90, so I guess I'm on bottom.
Yep. Guess who's on bottom?
All right.
Hey!
Just like with Nathan.
All right, so...
Thank you, Squee. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, that's inappropriate. New Zoot! Bad gorilla! Gorilla. Sinking sand. Anyway, all right, so both Tom and Al, give me a skill check.
All right, this is with the -10.
Right?
Yep.
Excellent. So you're able to do as the little stick figures command, and he stares at you and he claps 3 sharp times. And he goes, gorillas, not monkeys. Gorillas! Picnic time! Yes, Nuzoot. And he now thrusts his crud stick towards you.
All right. We'll pay the 85. Did we also want to get the glove?
Patrick would definitely be interested in the glove.
Then I think that we would. I mean, like, Al is obviously, his interest is the charm, but he would understand Patrick's delight and be all for it.
Cool. Do you remember the price I said for the... I actually didn't give you a price for the glove, did I?
You did. It was 70
or
70 something and dancing.
Yes.
It was 50.
No, it was 50,000
And
dancing.
yeah.
It was like 70 or 80 for the second one.
It was 85. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is 50,000 plus dancing.
Plus dancing. I
I love you, News.
I as well love him. I will
Al
I'll
goes,
look at the tag carefully and try to see exactly how the steps work on this.
Al would say, like, rock, paper, scissors to who dances?
But Patrick goes, "Oh, sure."
Okay.
How do we do rock, paper, scissors over the internet?
We'll all give it to the D.
Lowest roll. The lowest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
okay,
go.
there we
Let's
go.
roll.
Let's
That's
roll.
how you
All
rock
right.
paper scissors.
D20s. D20s.
Lowest roll loses.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lowest roll loses.
16, 13.
Hey, D20s, man.
Oh,
D20s.
I'm sorry.
God.
Cheater has to
All right.
dance.
Those dice really love Patrick.
Yes.
So I have to dance. All right. That doesn't change anything in Patrick's mind.
While he dances, I'm gonna go see what my puppy's barking about real quick. Go ahead, go ahead. Be right
Yeah.
back.
I dance.
So I'm gonna study the tag to see if there's any particular like dance that he has not danced, so he is terrible at it.
You can just go nuts if you want.
He's looking for any sort of instruction, but he's going to he's going to look around and then just kind of shrug,
Mhm.
and he's going to sort of do the white man's arm pumping and sort of moving his hips back and forth.
First of all, that's racist. Second of all, you're hilarious. Okay, so all right, you dance that way, and Newzoot studies you for a while. He goes, "Ah, lima beans, jumpy, jumpy," and he starts to mimic your dance. And he does that for a few minutes, insisting, "Gorilla lima bean, gorilla lima bean," every time you start to like slow down or want to stop.
All right,
This-
he's going to oblige. Luckily, he has some physical endurance for
It's
this.
only for about 3 minutes or
Okay.
so. Until he smiles and thrusts his cred stick over towards you.
All right, and 50 thou. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure.
I already took care of it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you take care of
I've
the
been-
5,000?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. I've been keeping track of all of them.
Good. Oh man.
There you go. Al's still around. At this point, do you still want to look around at what Newzoot has to offer?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Inferno has
I
to...
do.
Okay, give me a moment here. I gotta grab a drink of water. Newzoot need to get all parchy.
Hi, what'd I miss?
All right. Out of character.
Mhm.
Because I'm not quite sure if people. I don't know. I sort of figured out the stick thing. Did anybody want me to tell them? Like, do you think
Oh,
that your character
yeah.
would know? Or
I would like to know, and even if I don't think Al should know, I'll just act like he doesn't know.
I have an idea what it can be, but I'm not too
it's
sure.
whoever the user thinks the other person, whatever sound he thinks of.
Oh,
is
the
how
user,
they
not
speak.
the not
Like,
the target.
yeah. So, like, if I were to get it and I were to go, okay, I want you to speak American, and I were to put it at his chest, he would start speaking American. Perfectly. That kind
no,
of
he
thing.
already
It's like a
speaks
translation
American.
thing.
No, but not broken.
He speaks broken American.
That's debatable.
Okay. Like, if I were to say, you know what, I think you should speak Draconic, and I put it to your chest, and you're just going to speak Draconic from now on while that's touching you. That kind of thing.
But it doesn't have to be while it's touching.
Yeah, it does.
No, he just
Oh.
tapped you with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, he also
Okay.
tapped it with you again, and you started talking normal again.
Well,
I think
I
yeah.
think a good way in character to do it would, of course, Al and Tom would explain what happened, and I think Patrick would be very likely to pick up that. So Al probably wouldn't have a clue, but he would tell you what happened, and Patrick, I'm sure, could deduce. Al's just kind of lost.
Okay.
Do we want the silver stick?
I kind of do.
Um,
I feel it would be useful, but that would be out of character.
Oh, really? Not in character? Patrick would find it fascinating, but
I think
it could be useful for a lot of things. But
I was
I
gonna say,
don't
would
know.
Patrick tell us what he thinks it does?
Uh, yes.
Then Al would think it'd be incredibly useful.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would specifically not explain that. Like, I don't know the range of this or anything like that, so I'm not quite sure if you could completely just change the language of somebody.
Right.
It might be just like whatever sound you'd like.
Al would actually say, why don't we get it and then test it on?
Hannibal.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say our illustrious shopkeeper here, to see if we can understand him easier.
True. Picnic time. Picnic time.
Um, Patrick would be curious enough to oblige, but doesn't particularly like uh, the impeding it might be on another person. Like, I'm not. He would definitely want to ask for
Permission.
privilege.
Oh gosh, yes, of course. I'm not gonna magic a man in his own store with God knows what else around without asking. Okay.
All right. Anyways, I'm back, as is New Zoot.
What's the price tag on the silver bar?
The price tag on that one was 20,000 credits plus a kiss on his forehead.
All right.
I thought that was 75 for the stick.
Oh, let me try to remember.
7,500.
Oh, yeah, 7,500. Yes, it was. Sorry, my mistake.
All right. We want
My
that
bad.
one, and Al will give him a kiss on the forehead.
Aw, New Zoot. Gives a happy chitter noise, and then you pay him, I assume.
Yes.
Excellent. Be happy.
And
All right.
then Al would like hand it to Patrick and say, "Would you like to do the honors?"
I guess he would say, first I would want to test.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing?
Al's like, "Yeah, why not? I mean, if you permanently damage this body, it'll be okay."
And Patrick will think for a bit. I'm like, all right, basic test first. And he's going to think of
Uh-huh.
a bird chirp
Okay.
And Al,
and then touch it to Al.
Okay.
And Al's.
Do you want to do a... Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say Al's just going to say, testing.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Normally, it would require a save versus magic. You can just... If you consent to it, though, we can just
I consent. to
not
it.
do the save.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you go, instead of testing, it's chirpy.
Al then chirps happily.
By this time, I'm feeling bad that Mila's at, is there any way, Mila, you could, go back to the behemoth, realize they're not there, and just retrace your steps to where they are so you can walk in on this if you want to? I just feel bad that you're out of this.
Sure.
I
guess, yeah, Mila would be like, why are they taking so long?
I have another idea. Does Mila still carry her walkie-talkie with her?
I don't know.
There'd be
Try
a
it.
walkie-talkie. Oh, okay, how about this? We'll use Alicia.
Okay.
We'll use Alicia, all right? Because we can storytell it into this very easy. You go back to the behemoth. It's only Alicia there who's eating something as a break in between her shift here, right? And you ask where everyone else is, and Mila would ask Alicia where everyone else is. Alicia says, "Oh, they said they're shopping. They're over at this place called New Zoot, and they said they might be there for a while."
Oh, okay. Mila would then meander and try and find New Zoot.
Okay. The locals all know where New Zoot is, so it's not very hard to get there. So we're going to say, for the sake of convenience, Mila, you come in and you see Al chirping. As I don't need to describe the scene to you, you were on the line while I was
Right.
explaining it. So as New Zoot himself goes, "Ah!" Monkey picnic time. Yes, new zoot, new zoot. And he gestures over to you, and he goes over to one of the countertops, and he gestures over you to join him. And he looks back to you, and he raises a hand to the three of you, and he goes, "Monkeys, I seek sometimes granola."
And Patrick will go.
My name's Mila.
Patrick will kind of do like a no with his head and finger and go point at Mila, go monkey gorilla. And then
he pauses for a
wrap his
second,
arm
he goes,
around
gorilla
Mila.
or monkey?
Al, forgetting himself, will answer gorilla, but actually just say chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put my arm around Mila, like friendly,
Patrick, why is Al talking like a bird?
because I made him talk like a bird. You want to talk like a bird?
Yeah, I do.
You talk like a bird. Stick to you.
All right. He presses a metal stick to your shoulder or something, and as you speak, it's chirps instead.
Chirp. Chirp, chirp.
With a southern accent, apparently. Chirp! I say a chirp!
Chirp, chirp.
Chirpy chirp, chirp.
I do
Anyway.
declare, chirp, chirp.
Mila would be walking around like a chicken for some reason.
And Newsy will point to the chicken chirping Mila, and he'll say, "Oh, same circus, same circus."
And Patrick will nod and go over to Al, lighter than usual on his feet, having a fantastic time, and press the stick against him to have Al talk normally again.
Okay.
So you're right. It works.
I guess second thing would be a change in voice, and I'll think of Mila's voice and touch it to Al.
Oh my
And Al will be like, "What? Wait."
Wait, okay, and you touch it. Do you consent?
Yes, I consent. I'm not resisting,
Say
but
something.
a little bit. And then he's like, "No, Patrick, I didn't think we." Oh no.
And then no, Korean.
No, Patrick, I don't think. Oh, no.
Perfect.
Oh, jeez.
This thing's kind of a steal for 7,500.
And then for the first
this
time,
thing is amazing.
the first time ever you hear Mila mutter under Al's breath, "Nora's gonna be pissed at me."
Nora's gonna be pissed at me.
Having a delightful time. Alright, I'll switch Al back to Al.
And then Al's like, "How about a really interesting test? A different language."
That doesn't seem to be an way of talking. Maybe. Well, I know Draconic, so... And then we'll
me.
touch to... I was about to touch it to Al, but I heard Tom say that, and went over to Tom and poke him with
You
it.
lined it.
Yep.
Sir, who do you poke?
Tom.
Tom. You poke Tom. Go ahead and say something, Tom.
Hello, testing, testing, 1, 2.
And unfortunately, he just says hello, testing, testing in Tom's voice.
Damn.
Well, we found its limits.
Just in
Chirp.
case, I'm going...
Chirp.
Oh my god,
Just in case something happened, Patrick will touch to Tom again and think Tom's voice. Just because he's a programmer and he just if something went wrong, I'm gonna make sure that.
Yeah.
All right. And he'll go over to Mila and be like, "I have no idea if you wanted to say something, so would you like to continue to be a bird? One
Chirp,
shake,
chirp.
two chirps to stay a chicken for now. One chirp to talk back to Mila.
Chirp.
All right, and then will Mila.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say before? I wasn't listening, Patrick.
Ah, well, we got new toys.
Chirp, chirp. She just continues chirping even.
just an even voice chirp.
Chirp.
At this point, Nuzu looks over to you, and he gestures over to the countertop and goes, "Picnic time, sun all day. Nuzu, Nuzu." He gestures for you all to come over to this countertop.
Almost like he is skipping or some sort of ballerina glide. He's going to just go over to the countertop.
Al inwardly braces himself and goes over to the countertop.
Okay. He takes out this jar, and it looks like a good old-fashioned pickle jar, and he opens it up, and it's filled with this very, very light pale blue liquid that has the consistency of glue. And the jar is probably about 3/4 full. And Nuzut says, blueberries, Aisiki time, he says. And he takes a single finger and he puts it into substance, and he comes out and it's sticking to his finger. And he goes, now like lemurs monkeys be. And he brings his hand over to the wall, and as the glue kind of hits the glue from his finger hits the wall, he kind of pulls on it, and you can kind of see that his hand doesn't stick down. And he kind of like lifts himself a little bit by his hand, and then he lets himself down and then just takes his hand off of the wall again. And he goes, lemur, be lemurs instead of monkeys. All circus can be. Drawers? New zoot. Picnic time.
I love picnics. Picnic time!
Picnic time! And he comes
Picnic time,
and he goes over towards you, and he like shows you the price tag, and it's and the price tag reads 30,000 and the signature for universal credits. And then there's a picture of a uh-oh. Newsuit's drawing a blank. Newsuit, a picture of fuck. No, don't that.
Whoa.
Mila has a horrified look.
No, I had a whole list of this stuff, and now I'm drawing a blank. A fuck. No, not a fuck either.
Well, that's twice now. It must be.
No, this is embarrassing. Oh, okay. It's a picture of a high five. Two people slapping each other in the palms, even though that doesn't make any sense. That's anachronistic. But I don't care. I'm thinking on the spot now. Shit.
Works.
All right. High five.
All right. Does it look like it's finite? In other words, like you use it up?
By the look of it, yes.
I don't see a picnic anywhere.
I think picnic means buy or sell something.
I know what picnic means, Al.
No,
I've been to many a picnic in my day.
Al like holds up his hands. No, I think that's what he thinks it means.
While Al is holding up his hands, Tom will high five him, and then give him the card stick.
Al looks at Tom, like trying to like comprehension dawning on his face. Oh.
There you go. Cool. There you go.
take
You
that
now have a
opportunity.
jar of blue stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, jar of blue stuff.
Mila's gonna smell it.
Oh, it smells like like pure vinegar.
Mila's gonna go to taste it.
No, no.
Uh,
I'm not gonna taste it. After
I
Tom
guess you're
pulls
being
it away.
stopped by Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being stopped. I'm stopping her.
Okay. And at this point, new Zoot gestures over, goes, more circus, more circus. No, more picnic.
Al will nod and say,
Nola.
"More picnic."
And more picnic. New Zoot. All Zoot. All Zoot. He says.
Why does he sound so angry when he talks about picnics?
No, it's of joy.
All right. And he gestures to another thing on display here. It is a set of goggles, except it looks like the goggles are for 3 eyes instead of 2. And Newsuit says, "Oh, Orby Orbs, still work." And he pauses and he goes, "Make no sad mouth noises." Zoot.
I love that.
What? What?
I'm sorry.
He's trying to talk in our language. Leave him alone.
No, I just like how I just like to imagine that the zoot was an afterthought for him.
Yeah, like
Like,
I was
in character
translating. I was
afterthought.
translating. It'd be like, hey, can you hand me that? Al.
Please.
And
Yeah.
it's Al's the one
Yeah.
that's speaking.
Brings over to you, and he puts over his eyes first, and he demonstrates that like the goggle that's in the center just kind of stays in between, so it doesn't really obstruct his vision. And he puts it on, he demonstrates, and he waves his hands around. He says, "No matter shadows be, orbs show brightly."
Patrick will lay up at that. Orbs far or orbs here?
Orbs far, orbs here. Orbs far, orbs here. Orbs. Orbs, always orbs.
Always orbs.
He nods. Gently. Picnic? Picnic. Yeah, picnic.
knows what picnic means.
Al pats Mila on the shoulder. Ask if you can try them.
Picnic later. My orb now.
What? He pauses for a moment. He gives it to you. Says, "Monkey's orbs."
All right, and he will try. Patrick will try them on, and specifically see if that they're long range or short range.
Well, you put them on, and you don't really. Nothing really looks different at all
Okay,
in the
good.
purple glow. So it doesn't look like it's altering. It doesn't look like it's altering your view right now.
All right,
You can see
I will.
as far as you can normally see.
All right, I will place my. I'll wave my hand over the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll turn to the group to see them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Al
do we have?
has an idea.
Um,
He says, "What if I put my coat over you so that you don't see, like, so it blocks out all the light, and then you can see if you can still see inside the coat?"
Sure,
Okay.
we'll pick that.
Al will remove his coat and try to use it to block all the light around Patrick.
Okay. And Patrick, everything goes dark as the coat goes over you.
All right. Oh, I have this. I have a laser distance finder. I will turn it on
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can't see the laser.
You can't see the laser.
Hmm.
Huh?
Interesting.